Next on Newsmakers, Northeast Community Center celebrates 30 years in Spokane. A conversation about the community center's accomplishments coming up. Hi, welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Sabrina Register. We're at the Northeast Community Center in Spokane today. And joining me right now is the Executive Director, Gene Farmer. Thank you so much for coming on our program. And of course, thank you so much for having us today here.
Well, it's certainly our pleasure to have you at any point.
Tell us a little bit about the Community Center, how it got started and how it's changed over the last 30 years.
Well, as you mentioned, that we have just celebrated our 30th year of service to the families of Northeast Spokane.
Congratulations.
Thank you. And we started as a drive out of the neighborhoods and their desire to help families become and remain self-sufficient. And this mantra's kind of carried us through all 30 years and has driven our need to expand the facility. So we started with about 7 agencies. SNAP and the Regional Health District are both still with us in the facility, and continue to build on the dream that was laid out at that point. The most recent addition we've done is around the medical and the health care needs of our families in the community, particularly with the children, but also including the adults and the maternity care for families. This particular building we're sitting in opened just 2 years ago, and we're providing full-scale medical primary care for families and a full dental service. And in the very few months ahead, those families will also have the benefit of a pharmacy. In the original part of our building, we still host SNAP and a large program for our senior population.
So that's a lot. You all have really taken on a lot.
Right.
You mentioned the medical facility and dental clinic. How does it help families and community members here? What is really the benefit of having everything right here?
That's a good question. It's primarily to help those families who are medically uninsured, but it will serve anyone that prefers to come here. And occasionally it's someone who works in the area and would like to come because of the convenience of accessing the program. And obviously those with health care help offset the cost for those without health care programming. It's a convenience. It helps families be healthy. And so it helps the broader community as well in terms of allowing us to have less families on dependency kinds of programs in that respect.
And Gene, what would you say is the biggest accomplishment as you look back at the last 30 years?
Responsiveness to community needs. In addition to our senior program, we also serve a number of children through our Head Start program and a full-day child care that allows families to work or to prepare for work and know their children are in an accredited child care facility as well. So currently we have about 300 of them enrolled in our programs. It's always looking at what is the need of the families, what helps the community build its capacity, and to how we respond, what agencies we bring in, are all in response to what we see at that particular point in our planning as the largest need to help families become and remain self-sufficient.
And as you look to the next 30 years, as you celebrate the last 30 years?
I think the next thing on our horizon is the need to develop our lower level in our new building around the need of families to be employable, to help some of our families earn and get their GEDs, to prepare some soft skills so that they can enter the workforce. That's very essential if they're going to be able to support themselves and advance, in some cases, what they'd like to do. We're looking at opportunities for job clubs, and we're looking at youth programs around the middle school age population. Right across the street from us, there's a middle school, and for that population, there aren't programs that are responsive to their particular needs. Sometimes they need to come right after school and hang out and do some positive things like learning about careers, for example.
So a lot, sorry for stepping on you, a lot on the horizon, as well as, of course, a lot to celebrate all your accomplishments.
Exactly.
Gene Farmer, thank you so much for joining us today.
My pleasure.
And thanks for watching Comcast Newsmakers.